Good morning and welcome to the Positive Habit weekly video newsletter. Thank you so much for all the really lovely emails back last week. I'm just so happy that it's resonating with you and that you're enjoying this format. What matters most is that you really benefit from it, and I love being able to share and have this time with you. So we're going to start off like we did before, and that is where we're going to start off with a really lovely, positive and strong intention setting meditation. So when you're ready, take a seat. Again, adopting a nice straight spine is a good idea, starting off the week with a sense of alertness and relaxation. So closing down your eyes, take a full and deep breath. Invite a sense of calmness, serenity, and I want you to imagine that you're standing under a shower, and this shower is just raining down the most beautiful positive emotion for your week ahead. So I want you to decide what kind of positive emotion you need most going forward. Like, you can select this. So take a moment to scan the week ahead and just notice, what is it that's really going to benefit you? Is it going to be a sense of joy? Perhaps you need more peace, calmness, harmony, courage. Perhaps what you need right now is hope. So just selecting something that really resonates with you, listening to your heart, and then remembering you're standing under this lovely shower, and we're going to imagine that it's soaking into every cell of your being, this beautiful positive emotion, and it carries you through your week. And you feel a sense of flourishing. You sense you are thriving in the world. So that no matter what obstacles come your way, you keep coming back to this one really positive emotion. And you bring it into all of your relationships. You bring it into your work. It gives you a sense of meaning and accomplishment. So breathing deep in, and come back to this now. At any time during your week when you need a boost, remember that word, remember that feeling, soak it in. Really stay with it. We'll take a final breath whenever you're ready, right into the belly. Let a lovely smile come to your face as we exhale together. And slowly just opening back up the eyes. Namaste. Thank you for that. So thank you for being with me. What I want to say is we're going to focus on something that I've been studying for many years. I studied it last year in the Royal College of Surgeons. However, it's something that I've done a huge amount of research in, and it's no surprise, it's positive psychology. And one of the main principles I want to share with you in terms of the science of flourishing, the science of positive psychology, is this 5 pillars really that Martin Seligman brought to light many years ago. And he wanted to put a framework around it because, you know, the whole origin of positive psychology was, for the first time ever, psychologists wanted to study what made us happy. What is positive emotion? What purpose does it serve? How has it evolved? How has it shaped us? It's really clear when we look at negative emotions why they're there in terms of our survival. But what is the real purpose of positive emotions? And it turns out there is many. Obviously, it's going to help us to our whole health and our well-being, our immune system, our ability to relate to one another, but also our ability to focus. And it's this idea of broadening and building our awareness. And it was Barbara Fredrickson who actually came up with this theory of how when we're in a positive state, so if you really focus on that emotion that you've selected for this week, and you really allow yourself to see yourself going through the week with that positive emotion, almost like a friend who's guiding you through the week, then you're going to be able to have this ability to focus, to come up with solutions maybe for challenges that come your way, to be able to be patient when you're feeling tired or tested in somehow. And that is so fundamental, really, isn't it, for our development, our ability to relate to others. So the PERMA model that Seligman came up with, and this is the 5 different components, if you like, of positive psychology. And I'm going to go through them with you now. And I want you to really just take a moment to consider, is this something that you have enough of in your life? And if not, what can we do to help you to start to bring more of it in? So the first is positive emotion. And it seems really obvious, right? When we're talking about positive psychology, that positive emotions would be part of that. But in the exercise that we just did, that's where we're really actually creating and cultivating those emotions. We're going forward. We're consciously saying, I want to feel more of those. So this is the positive emotions, and just scanning through your life and saying, well, how many do I actually have going, on a day-to-day level? How often do I laugh? How often do I smile? And the more that we do, obviously, the more we're going to feel better. So then we move to E, which is engagement. And engagement is really going into that flow state, finding something that gives us purpose and gives us a sense of when time just kind of becomes, it just flows. So an hour can be a minute, for example. Engagement. We have the OR, which is relationships. Again, hugely important. They can be such a source of happiness and joy. They can also be a source of, difficulties and stress. So looking at your relationships is really important. The M is meaning, and that is where you're really looking at, am I living to my values? Am I living to my purpose? And I really believe that each and every one of us, you have a purpose here. There is a reason that you're here, and finding that is so crucial to connecting it to meaning in your life. And it doesn't have to be anything grand and great, but what it does, or it can be, but what it really is that it's something that comes from your heart and means something to you. So that is PE or M. And then the final one, A, is accomplishment. And this is where we actually take time to acknowledge our accomplishments in life. And many people, especially in the modern world, we tend to move on really, really fast. So we might achieve something. And when I say achieve something, again, I don't necessarily mean on that external sort of more, obvious success type of achievement. An achievement really, to me, can be staying calm when you feel stressed and being able to manage that, being able to not suppress it, but being able to move through that. That is a huge success. And taking time to absolutely acknowledge your progress is so important. Acknowledge your accomplishments, both big, small, and all of them. So that is the A, PE or MA. So that's a really brief overview of the PERMA model. Coming up on the Building Emotional Resilience webinar, I'm so delighted to have an expert in this field from America, Dr. Nick Holton, and he's going to be talking about the science of flourishing. And it's something that we'll really be able to dig a little bit deeper into. And I recommend you join me live for that on Monday, the 11th of September. So sending you so much love. Have a great week. Please do email me in your questions for Therapy on the Couch, where I will get to them and give you that opportunity to really have my help and expertise. And so I wish you the best, and sending so much love from me and a sleepy Rosie here. Namaste.